Hey guys, it's Francesca Truman again. I'm making this video because last night my dad and I had a conversation about my two dogs, and he basically just flat out told me that we have to get rid of both of them. Oh my gosh. Alright, I know I said that in the last video while I was talking about it was gonna make me cry, but I'm actually probably going to cry talking about this. So he told me yesterday that we have to get rid of both of my dogs because they're just ruining my house, and they're just getting really expensive, and my dad said that the money could be used better for something else, like buying school clothes and stuff. And so he told me that I have. Alright, first I have to explain. Here's one of my dogs right there. Her name is Patsy. She's about 15 and she's a basset hound. So I know that we're gonna have to put her down because she's just really old and she won't be adopted again because of that, because she probably doesn't have that much time left anyway because she has stomach problems and stuff. And then I have a 2-year-old basset hound. You saw him in my other video talking about how my parents might be getting a divorce. His name is Rufus, and we have to get rid of him because he's a special needs dog. He was abandoned as a puppy, and we found him roaming the streets up in Cape Cod, and he found his way to us, and we didn't know at the time that he's a special needs dog, and that's probably why he was abandoned. He doesn't know when he has to go to the bathroom, so whenever he has to go, he just pees right there on the floor, and it's everywhere. And me and my sister, we are assigned different jobs regarding cleaning up after him. I have to pick up the poop when he poops on the floor, which is hardly ever because he usually knows how to poop he knows when he has to go, but when he urinates, he doesn't know, so it's everywhere. Sometimes it's in puddles because he's laying down, and then sometimes it's just in little droplets everywhere because he's running, or just long lines, and we've had him for we got him when he was 6 months, so we've probably had him for almost 2 years, and my parents are just completely sick of it. He's ruined the furniture in my other room over there. When we're not down here, he jumps up on the couches because that's what all dogs do, but in his case he pees because when dogs jump on the couch they fall asleep, so he pees all over the furniture if we make sure that he doesn't, if we aren't careful about closing the doors behind us in the rooms as we're leaving. And it's just, and for his crate, since we live in Massachusetts, it's only warm for a couple months out of the year, so for those times he's outside a lot, just playing around with all his toys and running around with my sister and me, and we go out to play with him. But then in the winter, he's inside all the time, so that doubles the mess that we have to clean up after him. And for his crate, he sleeps in there every night, and since he doesn't know when he's going to the bathroom, he goes in there. Like, there's pee and poop in the crate because he doesn't know when he has to go. So it just comes out while he's sleeping and stuff. And so the crate always smells because there's always pee and poop in there. So my house always smells really bad because he's ruined all the rugs by laying on them, and you know, my house just constantly smells. And so we can never have people over here unless we clean, unless we spend like the whole day before cleaning. And you know, in my mind, it's worth it because I just love my dogs so much. And I love Rufus so much because, you know, when I get in fights with my parents and stuff, and you know, like no one in the house is talking to me, Rufus will just come up and sit with me, and he'll just sit on my lap, and I'll pet him until I feel better. You know, like, it sounds weird and it sounds lame and it sounds like I'm a loser, but he really is my best friend, and I love him so much. And if we don't find a home for him, you know, like a family that has like a big backyard that he can always be outside in, we have to put him down. Which means that I would be getting rid of both of my dogs, putting both of my dogs down at the exact same time. And then that on top of my parents maybe getting a divorce. It's just a lot of stress, and you know, I'm trying my hardest to stay strong, but you know, every time you see the dogs, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, they only have like 1 or 2 months left here, and then they're gone. And my dad's like, well, if it'll help you, you can get like a small pet, like a hamster, like a guinea pig or something. And you know, like, that's nice, but it's like not the same. Like, you can't take a hamster out to the backyard and like play fetch with it, and you know, have the hamster sit on, like, take up your entire lap, and you know, just sit there and have you pet it. Like, Rufus is a big boy, like he's probably like 50 or 60 pounds, so he takes up most of my lap. And you know, it's a nice gesture from my dad, but it's just not the same as having a dog. Like, I'm 100% dog person. Like, I love dogs, I love all kinds of dogs. And I don't remember what it's like to not have a dog in the house. And you know, so if any of you know a person that would take my dog in, you know, like someone that lives in like Florida or something, we're willing to drive down there to like hand in Rufus, you know. But if anyone knows anyone, and even if you don't, if you had to put an animal down that you were really close to, if you have like suggestions on how I can get over this, like, lots of you may think that I'm really like silly because I'm crying over having to get rid of my dog. But you know, we got Patsy at least like 5 or 6 years ago. So, you know, I was like 12. I was 12. No. I was 10 when I got my first dog. Yeah, around 10 or 11 when I got not my first dog. So, and I'm 15 now, so it's been years since I've had no pets in the house. And, you know, I don't remember what it's like to not come home and have, like, this little creature, like, running towards you, jumping on your leg, you know, like, barking because they're so happy that you came home. So this video is getting long and it's kind of pointless, but thank you guys for, you know, putting up with me like crying like an idiot. And, you know, if you have any suggestions on how I can get over having to put either one of my dogs down or both of them down, you know, if you have any suggestions how I can get over it, you know, comment, post a video response, just message me on YouTube. You know, I check my messages every time I log in, which is almost every day, because I'm a loser and I have no friends and I'm always on the computer. Or if you happen to know someone in like a warm climate, you know, like Florida or something, you know, a loving family that's looking for a basset hound, or, you know, a dog but would be fine with having a basset hound, you know, that has like a big backyard, message me on YouTube, post a video response, post a comment, you know, because I really don't want to have to put my dog down because he's only 2 and so he's still young. And he's such a loving dog, you know, he loves kids and he just loves to play. So thanks guys, I'll talk to you later.